When you think of a brand and a business, you might think that they're one and the same, but they aren't. Your business is essentially the piece that markets and produces your products or services. Your brand is the personality, character, or image you apply to your products, services, and your messaging. So obviously these two things intermingle and overlap, but you have to think about them separately in order to clearly communicate to potential clients and convert them into lifelong, loyal supporters who continue to hire you and refer you regardless of what it is that you are offering. So in today's video, I'm going to give you the ins and outs of why you have to have a brand and not a business when you offer different service types in order to clearly convert clients. Hi friends, and welcome back to Real Talk with Allie B. Here's a really quick introduction if you're new around here. I'm Allie. I am a brand and web designer for photographers and creatives who are ready to create a client experience that connects and converts. Now that that's out of the way, let's jump into today's topic. So back to this whole brand versus business issue. We're going to jump right into the nitty-gritty. Having a brand, not just a business, is even more critical when you offer many services such as different types of photography, educational workshops, speaking, or whatever else it is that you might have dreamt up. Every single service needs to fit like a puzzle piece in your overall brand so you communicate a very clear message. In order to seamlessly and organically run a multifaceted business that doesn't confuse potential clients, you have to tell a story that demonstrates why all of these facets work together. If you're adding additional services, education, or speaking that's coming from a piece of your heart, then the story should be super easy to tell. When you're sincere and not just adding all the things to make more money, it'll be very evident to anyone who comes across you and your brand as to why you are the one to choose no matter what service you're selling. So why is intentionally hashing out your brand story so important? Number one, brands can easily pivot and adjust. Number two, brands inspire loyal followers and buyers. Number three, brands make bigger impacts. When you intentionally build a very clear brand, you can easily pivot directions, add on new services or whatever else because your audience, those people who love you, already care about you, not just what you're selling, which leads to the next point. A brand inspires loyal followers and buyers who stick with you no matter what you do. They'll buy many different products from you or hire you for all those different services because they connect with you. And it's that connection that allows you to make a bigger impact. So how do you tell an overall brand story that you can apply to every service, message, and social media post you send out into the world so you can truly create an impactful brand that connects and converts? Well, here are my top 3 tips, friends. Tip number 1, show your people you are invested in their success. Number 2, tell them why you are adding this part to your brand or why you have it. And tip number 3, show them the real you to create a connection. Your brand story and genuine persona has to be super clear on your website and in your emails, ads, social media posts, graphics, marketing materials, every single piece of communication. It cannot be confusing or potential clients will not book. End of story. Remember, a confused potential client is no client at all. And if you have a personal brand and share the story, it'll pull every one of your services or offerings together, even if they're all different types. If you don't have a brand story, or if it's just a jumbled up mess, every potential client who lands in your space, wherever it may be, will just end up confused. If you're listening to this and you're wondering, well, what specifically do I need to do to create that clear and cohesive brand across all of my services? Or are you wondering, well, I currently offer services and education and they're on my website, but I'm not sure if I'm creating a clear message on what I offer or if that connection is there that you're talking about. Well, my friends, I can easily help you fix that with my free mini brand audit. This is where I personally respond to you with my top 3 action steps to help you create a brand that connects with all of your audiences and converts. So go to allybdesigns.com/mini-brand-audit and take advantage of this offer so you can get your action plan today. Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's Real Talk, friends. I'll see you soon.